Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be another Canadian Soldier Reacts video, and today we are looking at Tosca, the UK personnel in a vital role to maintain 50 years of peace in Cyprus. Wow, that's a mouthful. Um, let me just back that up. Uh, so I was actually deployed to Cyprus in 1989 on Operation Snow Goose, Snow Goose 52 to be exact. Um, and I was with 1RCR, obviously. And we, at the time, we had an entire battalion there. And we were basically three we were split into three uh, um, separate groups. So we had city company, we had rural company, and then we had headquarters company, I think. And I'm probably missing something. I'm sure somebody who was on Snow Goose 52 with me will leave a comment down below if I'm forgetting something. But so I was deployed with headquarters company. I was actually the battalion photographer I was in a combat intelligence operator and the battalion photographer, and I actually put out the magazine, the battalion magazine called the 8-Point Star. It's over there somewhere. Um, and because of that, I got to travel. I got to go all through the line in city company. I got to go all through the line in rural company. I spent a lot of time in Lydra Palace, which was where headquarters company was barracked out of. I also got to go to I think it was called Camp Blue Beret, which was up by the airport and encompassed the airport. That was primarily Canadian, actually, if not completely Canadian at the time. I actually spent a little bit of time with the engineers up there. I worked with the electricians for a couple of weeks while we were there too. So I'm very interested to see exactly what's going on here. Oh, actually, so I'm pretty sure the British took over from us when we left, like not my battalion, but took over from Canada when we left. And I don't think we had too many rotations after 52. Canada pulled out reasonably soon afterwards. I just don't remember exactly how far. This is the actual beret that I wore. Let's see if I can get it on. See if it's shrunk or if my head's gotten big. No, I think it's shrunk. There we go. So yeah, that would have been, yeah, that's about right for what it would have been. Let me just check here. Yep, that's about right there. We wouldn't have worn this all that often. Basically, just for parades and things. For the most part, we would have worn the caps. So those were our caps. Now I took it out, but we actually. So some guys starched these things on a big coffee can, but I actually had cardboard in here because it had to be perfectly straight. This would have gotten me into a lot of trouble with the sergeant major. So let's take a look at what's going on here and see what we can see.
It's a tour like no other. In the past 6 months, 244 British troops have donned blue berets as part of Op Tosca, the UK's contribution to the US.
I think I know where they are right now, and I think we had a checkpoint there. So obviously we had checkpoints all the way down the city, and them leaving a gate like this unguarded. I mean, it's locked, obviously, but unguarded. Let's just say that the Cypriots, both Greek and Turkish, didn't really have a lot of respect for us when we were there. We were glorified babysitters, and they knew it, and they kind of treated us like it.
UN's peacekeeping mission
There
in
wasn't much we could
Cyprus.
do.
Their job, patrol the 112-mile buffer zone that's divided this
Oh
island
man, I know
for
that.
5 decades,
Actually,
and maintain peace between the Greek Cypriot and Turkish Cypriot
are they on top of Leader
populations.
Palace?
Well, the historical context is extremely important.
Okay, that's the airport.
And the UN mission here still has a great importance in terms of stabilising, peacekeeping, but of course...
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I'm not so certain that it does. I mean, like I said, they didn't have a lot of respect for us.
Bringing that approach to professional...
Oh, that was a sight from Leader. You can actually see that from Leader Palace. Let me just...
peacekeeping, but of
Nope.
course bringing that...
There. This site, I used to be able to see that all the time. I don't know exactly what this says, but the rumor going around when I was there, everyone was saying that it said something to the effect of last time you ran, next time you'll swim. But I'm not certain that that's true or not. And as UN forces, we get to go on both sides of that line. So the sergeant's mess was actually up in the northern part. Not Ionappa's where we went. That's where I learned to scuba dive, actually. They were in... It wasn't Akrotiri. That was the British base. I don't know. Anyway, up somewhere north.
Approach to professional and respectful engagement with both communities.
Oh, okay. So that's the old wall.
The British Army, I think, is washing through here into the UN mission, interacting with an international team.
Okay, now they're inside. Now they're... Oh, yeah. Now they're inside the green line, where no one really gets to go. All this stuff that you're going to see in here, this is all left over from, I think it was 1972. Interestingly, my father-in-law was actually on deployment in Cyprus, either when the actual fighting happened, and I think it was in 72, or he was there right before, I think, or something like that. And he had been in Beaver Lodge. So Beaver Lodge is, I don't know if they're going to show it here, but Beaver Lodge was the Canadian platoon house back in 72, and it is shot full of holes.
It itself requires a lot of skills. I think what you're seeing here are people that understand people, and that doesn't happen by accident. I think that's where that unique combination.
Okay, what are they doing?
Full-time soldiers and the reservists.
That's a little
really
weird.
bring
We
a
weren't allowed
very
to touch those
powerful
things.
Combination, that interaction with different communities, that
Razor
brings
wire.
challenges.
On
That'd be
this
everywhere.
Tosca tour are a mix of regular and reservist troops. Most are from 7-1 Engineer Regiment, but with them a mix of other cap badges.
This is the first time I have deployed as a soldier in general, and it's also the first time...
So for me, I think it was the third or fourth time I had deployed. I joined up in 87, and 89, yeah, 89 is when I went. So I think it was the third time. I had already gone to Norway and to Denmark before this, in the training leading up to this.
The Veterinary Corps has deployed...
Her cap badge is really over far. I thought well, I don't know. In Canada, it's supposed to be over your left eye. And I saw one of the other girls I saw, she had it over her left eye. So the fact that this one is around the side is a little weird.
Deployed for Tosca, which is obviously really exciting for us. And as a 101 Reserve Squadron, it's also the first time we've deployed at all as soldiers, so which is really exciting. There is a lot of stray animals, so a lot of stray cats. So
Yeah.
myself and two of the other
and dogs.
soldiers here
There's a
have
lot of
taken it upon us
wild
to
dogs.
be in charge of
More in
them,
rural
such
companies.
kind of a cat committee for them, so helping keep them safe, taking them to the vets when they need treatments and things like that. It's been nice to get to know other people, obviously being attached to the engineers, just meeting new people, learning new
Yeah,
skills.
see, one's
Reservist
got the cap
Rosie
badge over
finished
here and the
basic
other one's got
training
it here.
only a month before being mobilised to come out here. She's taken an interest in the history behind the peacekeeping mission.
Oh,
I've been doing a little bit of
okay. I know this road. I've gone up and down this road a lot. And in fact, there was a there was an OP kind of just around that corner up raise, and then there was another OP back behind at the other end of that road. Basically, all of our OP is an observation post, by the way. Basically, every observation post would have been, I think, within sight of every other one, but there could be as much as like a quarter mile between them.
Research on the Green Line, especially our area, which is the centre of Nicosia. So much history, and obviously we're patrolling down what was a really busy street at one point.
Yeah, see, her cap edge is where I'd expect it to be.
Some of the buildings and the streets that
hey, I know that one.
in the centre, I actually feel quite sad about it.
Yeah,
you know, there's people
so this
that
is what it
have
looks like.
businesses,
And
their
it looked like that in
homes, their
1989 when I was
livelihoods,
there.
within this area.
And apparently
then
it still
suddenly
looks the
for
same.
One day it was just taken away, and not knowing that they couldn't really return here. So this picture shows British soldiers
I'm
on a
not sure where she
position,
is there.
Stagging on a position, and it would have been in this area. We can see the street signs and things here.
Oh, actually, I might
This
have a
one, another
picture of that
one.
sign.
Street just a little bit further up.
Again, it's over there somewhere.
When you actually place it in front, you can see each and every door, just like a mirror.
Yeah, that's really
So-
cool. I like stuff like that.
Although it's a peacekeeping tour, tensions can
What the-
quickly escalate.
Okay.
Last summer, 4 UN troops, including 3 British soldiers, were taken to hospital after clashes with Turkish Cypriots.
Yeah.
The peacekeepers were assaulted as they tried to stop construction of an unauthorised road.
We had to keep monitoring the activity between like both sides.
Yeah, so this is what I'm talking about. They literally, and that's the Turkish side. We actually had worse problems with the Greek side. Oh, you know what? They're up in Blue Beret camp right now. So this is, I'm pretty sure this is up. Yeah. I'm pretty sure this is up near the airfield. If I'm remembering it correctly, the airfield would be back that way. Not towards what you're seeing here, but the opposite way. I don't know if my hand gestures work correctly. So we had a number of situations, protest things like were going on there, and they're literally pushing the UN vehicles out of the way with dozers. They're doing that because they know that the UN will do nothing to them. So they're basically treating the UN like a babysitter that they're bigger and stronger than, and they're just not listening to. Really, the biggest reason, in my estimation, why we were there for so long and are still there is just economy. The amount of money that the UN pumps into Cyprus as a whole, Nicosia specifically, is massive, and they would really hurt without the money that's being pumped into there. So, I'm starting to lean towards get out and let them settle it themselves. This is Turkey and Cyprus, Turkey and Greece that we're talking about. I'm not of the opinion that there's going to be genocide there.
So we had to set up loads of tents, portaloos, and like make our own showers, not knowing like where like your
I don't
next
remember
job
that
is going to be.
globe.
It's quite interesting.
With their 6-month tour
Oh,
coming to an end, the
there's the
peacekeepers collected their medals on
airfield.
the runway of Nicosia's now abandoned international airport. For many of them, the first medal of their career.
It is my first tour.
Actually, it was my first medal too, and that's it right there. And the ribbon, if you see the ribbon, it's that one right underneath my finger there, so you can see there. It was, yeah, like I said, my first medal. I got all the rest of them a long way after that. And I don't think you ever forget your first one. Most specifically of which, because I think I was drunk when I got it. Yeah, well,
I knew what I was getting myself in for in the first place, because here I came out as a chef. I jumped straight
corporal?
into a corporal's job, so second in charge of the kitchen, and being a reservist, also working with
Corporal is a
mostly
2IC of the kitchen.
95%
Wow.
regulars. That was I thought it was a bit of a challenge.
Be a
just to have
sergeant or a warrant
like
officer
the respect of the guys also,
in Canada.
especially being away from home. A pride moment for myself and more to do with my mum also.
So
This summer,
I spent a fair bit of time up and around that area, although the airfield itself was shut down and I think off limits to us. But we were with the engineers up at Blue Beret Camp. We were just down off of the end of the runway, but we didn't really go to the airfield there, or the airfield itself.
will mark 50 years of UN peacekeepers patrolling the buffer zone and the world's last divided capital city.
50 years, and I was there 25 years ago. Wow. So I got there at about the halfway point. That's funny.
A new UN envoy for the Cyprus issue has been appointed this year, a move it's hoped may bring the two sides closer to a resolution, and perhaps one day in the future, the end of Tosca. Sophie Kakuyanis, Forces News, the UN buffer zone.
Oh, that's new. The coins, those are new. I guess coins have become more widely used. So that's it. That's the end of the thing. I can't believe that we're still there 25 years later. In fact, when I was there, I was questioning why we were still there even then, 25 years ago. And seeing the bulldozers pushing the UN vehicles around like that, I mean, that tells me we need to do one of two things. We need to either get more forceful with doing our job or get out. One of the two. Because I really don't think that we're doing anything there anymore. So, anyway, that was it for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching. If you like what you see, please leave a like on the video, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. I really appreciate it. And tell your friends, all right? Talk to you later, guys. Bye.